Master Strategies with Anil Kumar. Here is extremely difficult test question which most students could not answer correctly. It is based on Venn diagram. A, B, and C are three events with probability of A 0.25, probability of B 0.4, probability of C 0.45. Probability of A intersection B intersection C is 0.1 and probability of A intersection not B intersection C is 5. Given A and B are independent, B and C are independent events. So A and B and B and C both are independent events. Part A is to find the probability of A intersection B and probability of B intersection C. Part B is state with reason whether event A and C are independent or not. And C, of course, is to draw the Venn diagram to illustrate the probabilities. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to our series on probabilities. In this playlist, you'll see many other videos related to this, and I hope they will give you good practice to answer such questions. In case you want to learn directly from me, feel free to send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Let's begin with answering part A, which is find probability of A intersection B and probability of B intersection C. So let's label these events as A, B, and C. So we have A, B is the green one, and C, the blue one for us. And that is the universal set. We are given that the probability of A intersection B intersection C is 0.1. So let's begin from inside out. Let's write down 0.1 as the intersection of all the three. So that is this, correct? Now the second condition given to us is probability of A not B intersection and intersection of C is null set. Now which is this area? Now this part is very critical to figure out. So let's now work on this part, which is probability of A intersection not B intersection C. Phi means null set, right? Perfect. So let's first find what is probability of, let's rearrange it, right? So it is intersection of A, C, and then we'll do intersection of not B. Is that clear to you? That is given to us as phi. Now when we talk about intersection of A and C, means we are talking about all this, correct? So that becomes intersection of AC. Is that clear to you? And when you do intersection of not B, in that case, the region which comes up is this. You get the idea. So probability of this region is phi means 0. You get the whole idea. So that is what it is. So we have shaded this and that probability is 0 as you've seen here. Now that should help us to answer the question easily. So at this stage, I'll request you to pause the video and answer. Now let's find probability of A intersection B. So what is the probability of A intersection B? Probability of A intersection B. We are given that they are independent events, means It is product of their probabilities, right? So product of A is 0.25, which is quarter, multiplied by zero point 0.4. So quarter of this will be zero point 0.1, correct? So probability of A intersection B. A intersection B is the region. And since we have zero point 0.1 already, so that means this probability is also 0, right? Correct? So you see how that really helps us to find the probability in the Venn diagram also, right? Now let's move on and find probability of B intersection C using the same concept, right? So probability of B intersection C, since they are independent events, right, is probability of B times probability of C, which is probability of B is 0.4 and that of C is 0.45. So let's multiply zero point 0.4 with 0.45 and we get this as 0.18. So we're talking about A, B, and C, and the intersection. So let me fill this up. This point is given to us as 0.1. Now here there's nothing we know, and here also there's nothing. Now probability of B and C intersection is 0.18. So this portion will be how much? Since we already know that A, B, and C intersection is 0.1, this should be 0.08. Makes sense, correct? So from this probability, we can also, as we move along, fill in the Venn diagrams, right? So I hope that part is clear. So let's move on and further do our calculations. We just calculated A, B, and C. This was 0.08, right? State with reason whether events A and C are independent or not. So probability of A and C. Let's figure this out. So let's find probability of A intersection C. So probability of A intersection C is given to us as 0.18, right? Probability of A intersect, no, sorry, 0.1. Probability, now let's answer part B, which is state with reason whether event A and C are independent or not. So from the diagram, we can see what is the probability of A and C, right? Probability of A and C is this region, which in this case is 0.1. Now we need to check whether it is equal to probability of A times probability of C or not, right? So if you multiply A and C, I get 0.25 times C probability 0.45, correct? Which is equal to 0.25 times 0.45 is equal to 0.1125. And since this is not equal to 0.1, I mean it is not equal to probability of A intersection C, we say they are not independent events. Is that part clear to you? Perfect. See, that is how we are going to answer these questions. And now let's move further and complete the Venn diagram. So we know these three events A, B, and C, intersection of each is zero point 0.1 and that of this is 0.08. Let's fill up the other things. We know that the probability of A is 0.25, right? So in A, we already have zero point 0.1, so what remains is 0.15. Correct. We also know probability of B is zero point 0.4 from the diagram. To get this region here, it will be how much? It is going to be, we can calculate 0.4 minus 0.1 minus 0.8, right? So zero point 0.4 minus 0.18. So that gives us 0.22. Probability of C is given to us as equal to 0.45. So what will come here? It will be 0.45 take away 0.1 and take away 0.08, right? So that will be 0.45 minus 0.18, which is 0.27. Now we can add all these terms and see what should be outside, right? So, so not ABC is how much? 1 minus, let's add them all, right? So it is 0.15 plus 0.22 plus 0.18 plus 0.27. So it should be equal to 1 minus 0.15 minus 0.22 minus 0.18 minus 0.27, and that gives you 0.18. So 0.18 is probability of not A, B, or C, correct? So that is how we can complete this particular solution. I hope the steps are absolutely clear. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your valuable time and all the best.